do you want me to do about it?
Well, you see, there's lots of things you can do. Well, you see, there's lots of things you can do, right? So you can take paper or bottles and put them in the bins around school. You can take them to a recycling center. And also at these recycling centers, you can recycle, along with paper and bottles, you can put aluminum cans,
styrofoam,
and glass. Oh, and styrofoam. Oh, and then you can also take them to the grocery store. You know how they have those deposits and then they give you money back? That's a great idea. And then lastly, you can reuse them.
That's stupid. Why would you just put cans in a container just to sit there?
Ah, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't. Look at paper recycling. You ready? Alright, paper recycling. You gotta do this quickly because polymers are gonna be really long. In the recycled paper, there's 3 types of scrap paper that we use to recycle. The first is called Millbrook. This is the stuff that we have before we actually have paper. Like, see this come here. Like this block of wood here, or this little tic-tac sawdust stuff. That's Millbrook because it is before they need paper. It's like when they're shaping the wood and stuff. The second we have is pre-consumer waste, like when they're cutting out packaging for your boxes and whatnot.
So wait, Ricky, there's this third type of paper that people used to recycle. It's called post-consumer waste, but I'm not sure exactly what that means.
What's post-consumer?
I have no clue. But you have any idea?
No.
No.
Not at all. Wait. I bet Mrs. Letha knows. Let's go ask her.
Yeah, she's such a smart person. Let's go. Hey, Mrs. Leafhead?
Yes?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have remembered that I'm supposed to walk through the door with no people.
You're a ninja.
Okay, yeah. I've got a question. Do you have any clue what post-consumer waste is?
Giant stack of math homework.
Oh, what does it mean?
It means after the consumer is done with it, we waste it.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Leafhead.
You're welcome.
Have fun grading your math homework.
Always do.
Oh, so post-consumer waste would be also stuff like this, like that. Who needs that?
Experienced person. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that's a good restaurant though. And then this, like newspapers, magazines, letters, stuff like that. All right. So yeah, now when they recycle paper, what they do is they chop it up a lot. Then mix it with water to make pulp, or slurry as they call it. But then to recycle it, lots of paper has ink in it because we write on it. So we gotta go through a de-inking process, which if you come with me, I'll demonstrate it. So right here, we have this letter from Columbia University. We're gonna de-ink this paper right now. I don't know, it probably won't work like they actually do it, because they have fancy equipment with lots of gadgets and stuff, and this is kind of impromptu. So we're gonna de-ink this. First, we gotta smash up this paper, turn it into pulp. See that pulp? It's not actually
yes.
pulp. Real pulp is a lot smaller. Now what we do is we put it in a mixture of paper and water. We call this slurry because, it's kind of like, just think about it, slurry, like wet paper.
Mmm.
Are we filling?
Are we filming?
Yes.
Oh, yes, we are.
Bon appetit. Now what we do after this is we mix it to make a suspension.
Let's get a close-up of that. Delicious.
So we all know what a suspension is, of course.
A suspension is a type of mixture in which the components or the solutes will settle out over time.
From here is we got to make sure it's still a suspension, and then we put some fancy machine at the bottom. All we can afford is a straw, is a coffee stirrer really, and we put bubbles in it. Now in the actual process the bubbles are a lot smaller, but what the bubbles do is that they have a great chemical affinity with the paper.
Chemical affinity?
Chemical affinity is represented by how easily the atoms of an object interact with each other.
And so what they do after that is the bubbles rise to the top, and they actually grab and they actually connect with the ink, and then make a little layer of frosting, kind of like cherries at the top, where they can skim off ink foam. The bubbles come up, connect to the ink, make a froth at the top that can easily be skimmed off. And that's how we de-ink paper. Paper, plastic, paper, plastic, paper, plastic, paper. Plastic is much better.